Right, we have the Minister's amendments. So the question is that the Minister's amendment set out on SOP 112 be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it. The question now is that Part 3 as amended stand part. Those of that opinion will say aye. Contrary, no. Part 3 as amended will stand part. The question now is that Part 4 stand part. Moana Maki.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to take a short call on this part. This is the part about disputes resolution, and I want to comment on the decision by the Select Committee in terms of the changes we made around where the Tenancy Tribunal would be the appropriate forum, where the High Court would be the appropriate forum, where the District Court would be the appropriate forum. Clauses 155 to 159 of this legislation make it clear that this bill extends jurisdiction for non-title related disputes, and that's an important distinction. Under $50,000 will now go to the Tenancy Tribunal. This is an important change. Currently, these disputes would have to go to the court, which can incur far greater costs because the court lawyers are involved, whereas at the Tenancy Tribunal that's not the case. And also the Tenancy Tribunal can hear cases far quicker. Now, the primary concern that submitters raised was that the Tenancy Tribunal does not have the experience in unit title law to be able to adequately fulfil that function. Certainly that was something that the previous government considered, something that the current government considered, and we are assured by officials that the very competent individuals who manage and run the Tenancy Tribunal will be well trained and well briefed in this law so that they are able to pick up that role, and it does make sense. The Tenancy Tribunal is a very efficient forum. It's a forum which is able to come to agreement on lesser amounts of money far easier than if those were required to go to the court. So for matters under $50,000 which are non-title related, they will go to the Tenancy Tribunal. The District Court will hear any matters that are transferred from adjudication, any appeals on decisions that are made by the Tribunal, and any claims with a value of between $50,000 and $200,000. And what I think is another good move, the District Court will replace the High Court as the court of first instance, and I think that this is another important move to make dispute resolution far quicker and far less costly. So the High Court will now only retain jurisdiction over title issues, and if I can just clarify, title issues are disputes that relate to the title of the land, for example over redevelopment, cancellation of a unit plan or conversion to unit title tenure. Those will remain with the High Court, as well as any claims of value of over $200,000. I think that these are very, very, very good moves which are going to make it far easier to come to resolve disputes far quicker, Mr. Chair. And I acknowledge the concerns that were raised by submitters who did not feel that the Tenancy Tribunal would have the skills to carry out this forum. I'm certain and I feel confident from the assurance that we were given about the training that these individuals will be receiving that will not be the case. They will be adequately trained, and I'm sure in the long run members of the public will see the overwhelming advantage both in terms of the speed of resolution and the cost of resolution in transferring that amount of work to the Tenancy Tribunal and through making the District Court the court of first instance instead of the High Court.
Any other members seeking the call? If not, I'll put the amendment